All right. What's up, everybody?
Hey
I
y'all, hey, what's up? Happy Friday.
know that's right. Y'all, can y'all believe it is episode 12? Okay. If I can speak multiple languages, I would probably try to say them in all of them, okay? But it's episode 12 of season 2. We are so glad to be here with you guys on this Friday. It's Friday, so you know
Mhm.
what we talking. We talking travel. I'm your girl, Brandlin Dermia, and I am with my lovely co-host.
Hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing? I am Tia Cooper of Tia Takes the World. So happy to be here with y'all on this Good Friday. Hmm, what you
I
got
know
for us,
that's
Brandon?
right.
Or
Listen,
what we got
it
for
is
them?
a good Friday without being good Friday, okay? I love it. Anyway, y'all. So we're gonna be talking travel today. Y'all know how we do. Every episode, we're gonna give you a little dose of our thoughts about travel this, travel that. Today, we're
Mm-hmm.
actually talking about choosing destinations. So we're gonna get into a little bit of our how we've chosen destinations in the past, our
Okay.
top five that we would like to take in the next few years. Knowing us, it might be in a year, it might be in a couple of years, and fast
Might
track
be a
over
couple
here.
months. Who knows? Who
Who
knows?
knows? Okay. And then we're going to get into building like a travel Voltron. And I'll tell you where we got that idea from a little bit later.
That was my robot. That was my Ricky robot, my travel
It's
robot.
fine. It's fine. It works for me. It works for
Need a
me. But
little
y'all know how we do.
WD-40 on it.
Okay. You know how we do, you guys. We get into we're going to start you off with a little motivation. Then we're
Mm-hmm.
going to get into the little topic, a little talk, whatever, a little travel talk. We're gonna tell you about a little bit about what we do, a little bit how you can get into what we do. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna give you a little celebration because that's what we believe in. We believe in celebrating life around here. And
Mm-hmm.
then we're gonna close you out with a little affirmation. We like to affirm
Yeah.
things, especially since it's
Mm-hmm.
the last episode of the season before it
Mm-hmm.
get hot. Some of y'all was in those food springs, but it's warming up outside. And
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna close it out for season 2. How you feel about that, Tia?
I'm excited. I'm sad, happy sad because season 2 is coming to an end, but it's all happy feels over here because we did that. Season 2 was it was good. We did that. So I'm happy, but I'm a little sad. But we're gonna get through it and we're gonna give y'all the good stuff like we always do. Okay.
Like we always do at this time. What's that song? Y'all know that one? Y'all know that's one of the jams. All right, throw my hands up in the sky. Yeah, that one right up. Right
Because
up.
sometimes I don't know if you even got the words right because you don't be saying the words how they are. So I don't know. That's Lil Kanye
If
Bop.
we, if you're just tuning in for the
I
first
go
time, my
fly
name is
like
Brandlin, and I make up my own lyrics to everything. But I
mm,
don't. Music is still
does.
motivation. It's fine.
Mhm, 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 mhm.
All right, let's get into this motivation for the top of the show. Tia, tell the good people about it.
So the motivational quote for today is that your dreams deserve a passport too. Okay, Brenlin, tell the people what you think about that motivational quote. Then we'll wrap it on around. And y'all in the chat, if you're viewing live, go ahead and drop a comment about what this motivational quote does for you. Okay.
You know, um, for me, when we say your dreams deserve a passport too, I just feel like your passport is like the access to the world and beyond, right? And your dreams deserve access. Your dreams deserve to go someplace. They don't
Mhm.
why cheat them with them staying inside your head, right? Like your
Okay.
dreams, you deserve to follow that. Like follow that
Okay.
and follow through for sure.
Hmm. Okay. I like that. I like
What you
that.
think?
For me, when I read it, your dreams deserve a passport too. For me, of course, and maybe both of us, for travel is like a a top thing. It's something that brings us joy. We love to plan travel. We love to take travel. We love to do those things. And your dreams deserve that too. Your dreams deserve to have a little highlight reel. Your dreams deserve for you to get excited about them. Like I think sometimes when people talk about their dreams or think about them, especially when you've let them what feels like expire, it's just like, well, dang, I was supposed to do this or I had a dream to do that. It's okay. Like get excited about it. Come up with a plan for it, just like we do for our passports. I want to go to this destination, as we're talking about today, choosing destinations. I want to go to this place, do this thing. Do the same thing for your dream. It's okay if you haven't done it yet. Yet is the key word. When will you? When? Okay.
Mhm.
Your dreams deserve that from you. So do that. And that just motivated me a little bit about some of my dreams.
That's real though. The follow up, follow through is a real thing, y'all. Do it.
For
I
sure.
love it.
Yeah.
You guys, so everybody talks about where they've been, and today we're talking about how we got to where we've been and where we're going, and we're choosing our next dream destinations because they deserve passports too. The ones
Hmm.
we're claiming, speaking into existence, and planning to cross off in the next 5 years or next year or next few months. Whichever,
Whenever we feel.
yeah, whichever comes first, you know. So I have a question. Here's my opening question. When you close your eyes and you think about your next trip, not the one you should take, but the one you want, what's the
Hmm.
first feeling that hits you?
Oh, let me close my eyes again. What is the first feeling about the trip that I want to take? Where am I going to get this money to take this trip? That's the first thing I think about, honestly. I get the feels, but I think, honestly, how I'm funding this trip. What are we going to do? What is your first thought? What do you think when your eyes are closed?
I think for me, it's like, how big can I go?
Ooh,
Like,
okay.
I want to go big all the time. Now, I feel like the second thought is where I'm getting the money to do this for.
And
Like
even if
after I
it's
put
not
it
aware I'm
all
gonna get
out
the
there,
money, it's
like
just like, let me
this
start budgeting. Let me start
this
doing
third
math.
thing I want to do. I want to do all this, and then it'd be like, all right, so maybe I shouldn't do 7 days. Maybe I should do 5. Okay, so maybe I really
5
should
days?
really probably
Okay.
do 4.
Weekend trip? Can this be a weekend trip? Okay, maybe it should be a
Let me
weekend
see if
trip.
anybody want to go.
There it is right there. Then all the other thoughts start coming in, right? Then it's just like a
Yeah,
litany of thoughts. That one
yeah,
thought just springs off everything else. That's okay.
yeah. Like so, I don't know. I feel like to your point, I feel like money is definitely at the top of the list, but go big or go home is the first thought. And then it's like, cause I think, even for us, it's like, how soon am I coming back to this place? Cause y'all know Tia on a mission. Tia has a plan. So
Mm-hmm,
Tia's on a
mm-hmm,
mission. We're gonna get into how she chooses destinations of what's next. And how I choose destinations too. But like how I'm gonna get there. Like how much what can I do? What can I do to maximize my time in this
mm-hmm.
space?
Time,
Because
money, all of the things.
there's some things that you be wanting to do, and it'd be like, man, it's like a whole day to do. Like this is not
Yeah,
a
and do I actually have a day? Because I went from 7 days, now we're here for 5 days. This takes a whole day. Do I want to do that excursion? Do I want to go to another city? Do we need to do that? Probably not. Or maybe we
probably
do.
not. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. All right, so you guys, we're gonna get into the first topic. That was a nice little slide in. So the first question is, how do you choose where you travel? So I'm actually gonna toss this over to Tia because Tia's on a mission. If y'all haven't tuned into some other episodes, Tia, can you tell the people what you're really trying to do out here in the
Yes, good
world?
people. Yes. So I'm trying to take the world. My name is exactly what it is. And just to be honest, I did not come up with Tia Takes the World with this mission in mind. This mission just came up a couple of years ago. And my mission is to see every inhabitable country that we can visit. I want to visit every country in the world. My Now even more niche down than that, I want to be one of the top 10 Black women that do it. That is my goal. I would love to do that, but even if not, seeing every country in the world is a part of my zhuzh. So did you toss over the question or just that part? Should I just go into the how do I choose?
So if you're trying to see every country in the world, how do you go about choosing? Like, where do you go first?
At this point, okay, sometimes it can be a little nuanced. At this point, if it comes up and I can go to it, if I know I haven't been there, then I try and hit it back again. Now, if it's a country that I'm repeating, like for my spring break trip, I just hit up Amsterdam. I've been to Amsterdam like 4 times. Amsterdam's always a yes for me, especially if it's just like an additional leg. It was a layover. I got to go out, hang out. It was cool. But right now, I'm trying to choose places that I haven't been to, if possible. Um, and I think about places that I can maximize where I'm going. So like Europe is always a yes for me as well, because you can hop on a train and hit up about 5 countries in one fell
Right.
swoop, or countries that border each other. Like if I'm in a city, like also with my spring break trip, I was in Dubrovnik, Croatia, and I was able to hit up Montenegro for a day trip. Places that maximize my time and me being able to hit my goal of hitting every country is initially how I choose. What's your process?
Um, you know, when I was thinking about this, like when developing the episode and just kind of thinking through it, a lot of my trips have been because of thoughts from like other people. Like people
Okay.
will have gone places and I'm just like, oh, that sounds cool. I want to do that.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
And then I kind of expand on whatever they've done. As far as that process in choosing, it's definitely evolved.
Hmm.
That's what I did when I first got to the UAE. And it always reminds me of that episode, or not episode, it always reminds me of The Italian Job. I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie The Italian Job. It was the guy that ends up stealing from all of them.
Ooh,
And they kept asking him,
that's not
like, well,
nice.
what are you going to? So the Italian Job, they stole some gold. They stole a lot of gold, not just some gold, with a Balinese dancer on it. They stole this
I've
gold,
seen it, but I
right?
don't remember. Okay, give it
Okay.
to me.
So they stole these gold bars, and
Hmm.
everybody at one point was asking, like, hey, what would you do if you, once you get the money from the gold bars, like, what are you going to spend it on? And all these people
Travel.
kept giving all of these great ideas. And this one guy was like, I think I'll take a little bit of everybody's idea. Like, and
Hmm.
that was like his truth.
And put it
So,
together. Hmm.
right. So for me, I actually, that's how I kind of chose trips in the beginning. Like I just kind of
Hmm.
took a little bit from everybody. Like whatever people said, because I didn't know. I knew I wanted to travel. I just didn't really know how to figure that out. Now, over the years,
Yeah.
it's definitely evolved. I think now I don't necessarily have a dream to take the world like Tia.
Hmm.
But I also feel like there's so much world to see. Why should I ever unpack? So I'm just going to, go as far as I can. And at this point, sometimes it's like, let me pull up a map and see where I ain't been
Yeah.
and come up with a list and see how far it is from where I'm at and how much that ticket costs. Because if the flight is cheap, that might change the game for sure.
Okay,
For
that
real.
definitely goes to it. And you know what? When you talk about like you don't have necessarily the aspirations to take the world, like see every country in the world, which everybody has their own goals and things, as we talked about at the beginning. But I think for me, taking the world doesn't necessarily. Granted, it sounds like take the world, like go see the world. But for me, taking the world is multifaceted. If any of y'all have been following me for any amount of time, I was just talking to somebody earlier about the different business ventures that I've done over just the last 10 years, with moving abroad. And I started a credit repair company. I have done graphic designs, video editing, taking the world, influencing, anything. But for me, taking the world is that, like what you said, like it may not be seeing every country. It may just be in jet setting. It may be flip a coin on the map and see where it lands and being able to go like that. So I think that is something that is personal to each person. And I want y'all to explore what that looks like for you. Even when looking at, like you said, how are you choosing this trip? What trip you take? Yo, taking the world might be a staycation, getting away from your
Hmm.
kids. Okay, I can't say nothing about them kids, but some of y'all on here know the acronym and I want to use about the kids sometimes. But that may be your taking the world. So I just, when you said that, I was just like, but you're taking the world in your own way, and I love that for you and all of y'all that are tuning in. Hmm.
Listen, I love that for you too. I think, I have these moments. I was actually thinking when we were getting ready to go live. Do you ever have these like moments where you look at celebrities, or I know my guilty pleasure is definitely reality television shows, and they be so excited about going on some of these trips, and I'd be like, oh, you just went there, huh? And I know it sounds so shady, right? I guess it goes into the privilege conversation that we had last week.
Hmm.
But sometimes it's just like, my destination bucket list, if you
Hmm.
will. I don't think I necessarily have a destination bucket list. I just have places I want to go at this point.
Why is that
Um,
not a bucket list? Why is that different from bucket listing?
that's a good question because things I've been thinking about. I feel like
Okay.
it's not a bucket list because I feel like people treat bucket list items as if these are things that are never attainable.
Mm,
Like
okay.
they can be obtained, but they
Uh-huh.
treat them as if it's something that is so far beyond belief. And I feel like I exist in a space where it's on my list. I'm going. It's just I might not
Mm.
go next month. I might not go next year, but this trip is happening. I feel like people oftentimes treat bucket lists like this is something that's not going to happen for me.
Okay. I mean, I can see that. I guess, I mean, then it goes into what we all believe certain things mean. For me, that's not a bucket list. For me, the bucket list is when the opportunity comes up, I'm ticking this one off. Like my bucket list is ever evolving, and because I'm ticking stuff off and then I'm adding something else to it. Like, and I even think about the movie bucket list. I don't have y'all have, not y'all. Well, y'all put in the comments if y'all have, but the movie bucket list, like those men built that list. Granted, because they were older and they wanted to do things, but I feel like that was like driven off of we about to get this done before we check on up out of here.
But
Like,
I think that's the thing. Like it was like we've lived our lives. We've never
mhm,
done anything else. So I now like we old and croaking. So let's do something to say we lived. You know what I mean? And I feel like we are literally on the other end of that spectrum where it's like it's not even the fact that I want to do it's not I'm not saying I'm not trying to do it before life expires, right? I
mhm.
just feel like some people create bucket lists with the idea of one day maybe in a far off place in Narnia and Harry Potter
Not
and
Narnia.
Hogwarts,
I feel you. I
I
feel you,
actually
and you are
just
right.
may go here. And
Yeah,
I
I
feel
feel
like
you.
to your point, your bucket list is a living document. It's like if I say I'm going to Croatia to go be with the Game of Thrones people, then I'm going to Croatia and be with the Game of Thrones people.
Okay.
Cues music. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not one of those, like, you know, even case in point, I went to Turkey, Cappadocia in Turkey. I went there a few years ago,
Mhm.
2021 actually. It was COVIDy still outside.
Not COVID.
Um and I remember posting it and somebody was like, "Oh my gosh, this is like a dream vacation for me and for people." I was like, "Is it?" Girl, I was in a
I mean,
cave. It
that's
was
one of
dark.
my dreams at this point.
A dream at this
Cappadocia
point.
is one of my dreams to get in those hot air balloons and go over the caves and to stay in the cave. That's one of my dreams, like because I have not been able to get there. Oh my gosh, I'm so upset that I have not been able to get there. But you living a dream, girl.
Living a dream. We both living a dream. Okay, so here's the question. We know you want to take all the world, all the country. How
Hmm.
do you choose which one? Like how does Turkey get put off until later if that's on the dream, or as L put it in the comments, um the hit
The
list.
hit
I like
list.
hit lists. I do
I
like
like
hit
that
list
as well.
L. I might have to
Um,
steal that. Are you gonna copyright that for us, please?
um, for me, the reason that it got put on the hit list. This was another one of the ones that was supposed to be spring break. I think we've talked about in a couple episodes my spring break thought process, which goes into how we choose trips. It was gonna be too cold. Like I didn't want to go, and it was gonna be cold. So that changes when I choose to go somewhere as well. Like I'm gonna be up in a hot air balloon. It's gonna be already cold on the ground, but I'm talking about getting up in God's air and getting a little wind chill. No, absolutely not. I don't want to do that. So I decided that I wanted to go at a time where it will be a little bit warmer. So it'll be a summertime trip for me. So that's why it's still a dream trip, but it's a little bit it's not moved down on the hit list. It's just moved to a different season on the hit list. And I probably have different hit lists, bucket lists, whatever you call it, for different seasons because you don't want to travel everywhere all the time. Like the Northern Lights. You've seen the Northern Lights, right, Brand?
I haven't seen them. I have to go back.
You went, but you
I
went
went.
there and wanted to see them. And
That I guess we can put that on the bucket list because that was in all of God's control. Okay.
see, so things like
Wild.
that, like I would travel somewhere like there during the time that the Northern Lights, they're like, you will definitely see them. Like
I
places
did
where you,
too.
well, blessed God, I done brought
It
up a
was
sore
such a
spot.
tricky time. You guys, the Northern Lights literally is like the most one of the most beautiful things you can see in the world. And she's right. There's like a period of seasons, of months that where this is like the most prominent. I did go in the most prominent season. However, travel tip that I didn't learn or learned afterwards is that I also traveled when it was snowing because I stayed in a glass
Mm.
igloo, and you want to stay in a glass igloo when there's some snow on the ground. And so you can't see the northern lights because snow comes from clouds, and so it was cloudy. And the clouds didn't clear up before I left. So Northern Lights, the area I went in Finland, is very much probably similar to traveling to Cappadocia, Tia, which is you got to give yourself at least a few days there.
Just in case
Um,
the weather and stuff, right? Because the wind is.
exactly,
Hmm.
exactly. I think even in Cappadocia, I gave myself about 4 days. I went there 4 days
Hmm.
because somebody said if you try to do it like a weekend and the weather mess up, it's just like
You
you
just
missed the
SOL.
yeah. I saw those hot air balloons from everywhere though. Now that was a dream, I guess. I saw them. I chased them. I was in them. I went on the rooftop of my
Not you
cave.
chased them. What? What?
Yeah, because I did a photo shoot, and so
Oh,
I
you
did this
needed to
photo
have
shoot.
them
And you
behind
wanted
you.
yeah, so no, but we were literally chasing hot air balloons, and it wasn't just us; it was other people. Like we are literally chasing hot air balloons just so that we could get the picture or the shot, which was fun. I wasn't even planned in my trip.
It was an experience, I'm
It
sure.
was a complete experience. Definitely at the top of the list
Mhm.
of things that I've done. But I
Just
okay,
real
so I
quick,
hear
Brand.
you.
Sorry, real
Mhm.
quick. Hello to everyone that's spoken to us in the chat, but a special hello to our girl Courtney and happy birthday weekend, girl. Bum, bum, bum,
Happy birthday!
bum.
Listen, we about to be boots on them. Where my fans at?
Okay,
Oh,
we are ready. Happy birthday, girlfriend.
yay! Oh, that was a good shout out. Good call, Tia Bia. Okay. So, question: what do you book first when you are booking the trip? Do you book the flight? Do you book the hotel? Do you book the activity?
Unless the flight is on an airfare, which gotten some of those before. No, the hotel is probably the first one, and depending on it just depends, Brand. That's a hard question. Most of the
This
time,
is a good
the
question.
the hotel is first, just because I'm picking the hotel based on exactly what conditions I want to stay in and where I want to stay. And the last thing I want to do is circle back around to the hotel and it be booked out. I got a flight to the place, but I don't got a good place to lay my head because, baby, let me tell you, it absolutely matters where you sleep. Okay, that matters to me. So the hotel is my first. And Courtney said she books her flight first. Okay, what about you, Brand?
Y'all, more often than not, I book the activity first.
Okay.
9 times out of 10, the activity gets booked way before everything else.
Why is that?
So, well, it depends. Like for some of it, it might be if I'm going for a concert, I get the concert ticket before I go to anything else. So, example, going to see Beyonce in June, the first thing we purchased for this trip was Beyonce concert tickets. I
Of
don't think
course.
we even booked a hotel to maybe 2 months after. And
Mhm.
then I didn't book a hotel to, my flight until last month. So, like,
Okay.
in a 3 month time span, I booked the activity first. However, because there's certain things that I like to really do, some unique experiences that get booked well in advance,
Mhm.
I tend to book activities before I book anything else. That don't mean follow what I do. That's
This is not travel advice.
this is not travel advice. This is what I do.
This is travel
Okay.
talk.
Yeah, this is travel talk. This is what I do. Even when we saw Beyonce together last time, I think we booked all
I
the
mean, with
activities
that, you
before
gotta
we booked
book
the
that
hotel,
activity first.
before we booked the flight. It
You have
was
to book that activity first. It's no like because if you don't get the activity ticket, what we going for? Again, that was a trip to Amsterdam, so definitely had a reason to go. But if we would have went to Amsterdam and Beyonce won't there, I probably would have been hurt. We couldn't see Beyonce there. Let me say that.
yeah.
So I get you. Okay, the activity that makes sense now. That
I'm
makes
an
a little bit more
activity girls
sense.
first. I typically, oddly enough, I probably book my flights last. I know that sounds real crazy.
No, no, no. I'm saying.
I'm a last minute flight booker always. Like my friends, even when I go home, they're like, "When you coming home, you got a flight yet?" Nah, child, I ain't got no flight yet. Inshallah on the flight.
My best friend asked me that
Um,
the other day. She was like, "Girl, I've been asking you for the last 3 months when you come home, and I still don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what to tell you.
like just let me trust that
Let
I'm
me
coming.
meet.
Okay,
You know I'm gonna be there. I know I'm gonna be there.
they
I'll
know
let you
I'm gonna
know.
be there.
I will
Trust
let
that
you
I'm coming.
know.
Now, I did tell one of my friends recently I have got to get out of the habit of doing that, but
Why?
I just kind of feel like it ties up money that don't need to be tied up in the travel month. Sometimes I'm paying for my flight in my travel month, and
Mm,
in
mm,
my responsible adult mind, I should probably free that money up to be a little bit more spendy on other stuff.
yeah, I suppose. I guess.
Oh, I guess. Okay. That was a good question though. Yeah. I don't, activities for me. Tia said,
That's your
what'd you say,
life.
Tia?
Hotel first for me.
Hotels.
And y'all
Tia
let
said
us
she
know in the
would.
comments whether you're catching a replay or you're joining us live, which thank all of y'all for coming in live. We appreciate the conversation in the comments, but let us know what you book first and why if you're
Okay.
feeling
And
shady.
then and then before we go to the next thing, Tia, what do you prioritize on the trip? Like, are you still in the activity era? Are you in the you want healing spaces? You want extreme adventures, pure adventure? Like, what are you prioritizing when you go?
I mean, it depends on the trip. If I'm solely
Mm.
booking a trip for rest and relaxation, then I'm not booking up a whole bunch of activities or activities that will not let me relax. Yeah, it depends on the trip for me. Like if I know I'm going for a specific reason to walk the wall around King's Landing, then I'm going to do the things that let me see King's Landing from every single vantage point. I walked King's Landing. I looked at King's Landing from down on the ground. I did a zip line going across looking at King's Landing. Like, yeah, no, I need to I didn't see all the things.
Oh, we
Okay.
ain't seen this content yet. Ooh,
Y'all
where's
have
this
not. Y'all have not. When we
going?
talk about celebrations, life has been life and in the best way, though. In the best way, I will say. So, how did what about you and your trips?
I think it depends on who I'm not traveling with.
Okay.
If I'm traveling by myself, I don't think I prioritize anything. I think a lot of things for me is what is the experience I want to have while I'm there? Like if there's absolutely like something I want to do, I'm very much an experience kind of girl.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
there are certain things I absolutely positively want to do. Like the last time I went to Paris, I wanted to go and make actually a blue jean jacket. And I ended up doing a
Mm,
purse workshop and they
okay.
had dead stock of luxury fabrics like Hermes and Coco Chanel and stuff like that.
Ooh,
So again, experience like finding those type of things for me. But
okay.
if I am by myself, I'm doing a lot more winging it these days than I probably
Hmm.
have ever done.
That
Just
stresses
because
me
to
out.
your point, life be life and I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do all of this, and I'll be like, no, I
Not
just want to
today.
sleep. Yeah, not today.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna move it right on along. Okay. So we were just talking about how do we choose our travel, and we're gonna slide on into our top 5 must do trips. Okay. So
Mm.
Tia, we're doing a countdown starting with our 5th spot going to our first spot. Okay. Um so yeah, we're just giving the people like where do you want to go? And at first I kind of put the next 5 years on it, but then I thought about who we were.
Girl, please.
These this list is gonna be antiquated maybe in the next 2 years. Inshallah,
Okay.
child.
Okay.
Ooh, we had some good comments coming in from the last topic too. Courtney said that she prioritizes food, honey. That is definitely at the top of her list. I trust any food options Courtney gives. Okay, Courtney say we eating here, we eating there. Okay, it's gonna be good every time.
Absolutely.
And then I
Absolutely.
think you put up Nikki's comment of excursions first. She believed in excursions
Yes.
first. Yeah. All right. So let's get into our top 5. We're starting with number 5. Your 5th at the top. Where you want to go, Tia?
Number 5 for me would be the Maldives.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's number 5 for me is the Maldives.
What kind of
I
Maldives are we doing? We doing full on Maldives, like
full
water
on.
bungalow?
I want the overwater bungalow with the overwater pool that goes down. You can even walk downstairs and see inside the pool. I want all of the things, which is why I have not been, because at the top of the episode, what did I say? When I think about trips and I close my eyes, I think, how am I gonna pay for this? Where is this money coming from? Because that is easily a $10,000 to $20,000 trip right there
You
for
think
what
so?
I'm thinking about. Heck yeah. For one of those overwater bungalow, you got to get a
US
private
dollars or UAE dollars? Dirham.
either one. Where is the money coming from? So I think it could easily be that for you got to think I'm thinking about for 2 people. So for me and hubby to get their flight, Granted, if
Ooh,
we go from the
that's a
UAE,
good point. My little single behind over here, child. I'm like
I mean, but
10K.
still,
When I
even
look at
single
my remote,
occupancy
10K, bro.
sometimes can be more. Single occupancy can be more too. I think you cut costs when you do double occupancy, but then you pay them 2 times for like activities if we decide to do something. Or, I mean, honestly, on those secluded islands, I don't think it's much to do except for ride the bikes past the bungalows, which fine by me. But I want the whole experience. Like I was looking at a trip to the Maldives maybe last year, and I was like, this is cute. Like I can afford this, but it's not what I want. It's absolutely not the trip that I'm looking for. So when I go, I want to do it big, real big.
Two things I'll say about the Maldives that
Mm-hmm.
one, I
Ooh, now let's
haven't
start at the
gone
same
because
time.
of logistics. I haven't gone because of logistics. Because the places I would want to stay, you got to take those seaplanes
Yeah,
out to. And so
money.
wherever you're flying in from, you need to land at an appropriate time to catch the seaplane that's going to take you out to the water bungalow. That's a very that is to your point. That's why it hasn't been at the top of the list, but it's definitely on that hit list. Thank you, L. It's on the hit list.
Pew,
Um,
pew,
and then the
pew.
second thing that I heard about the second thing that I've come encountered with the Maldives, I met somebody who went before in my early years in the
Okay.
UAE, and the first thing that lady told me, she was married. First thing the lady told me, she said, whenever you go to the Maldives, make sure you like whoever you with, because ain't nothing else out there to do but look at them, and they look at you. And I said, you know
Well,
what? That is hilarious,
I
and
like
it
looking
has
at my
stuck
man,
with
so
me ever since.
we good.
We good over here on that.
We good.
Girl. Okay, so my top five, my fifth spot would
Okay.
be Iceland. I haven't
Okay.
been, and I feel like
Me
it's such a
neither.
easy, on the way to the Americas, in between the
Mm.
UAE. I just haven't been, but part of the reason I haven't been is logistics, because they're not really a strong hotel community.
Okay.
And it's a couple of, it's like I need to figure out the bus situation. It's a lot of extra thought that I haven't necessarily wanted to put into a trip. But every time I see somebody go and they pose in front of the church, hey, that's my sister. Hey, Keish girl.
That's my sister too, like Keisha.
But every time I see people posing in front of the church and the lagoon, it's just like, oh man, it's just I still ain't made it there yet. So that's
Yeah.
my number 5.
Okay. All right. Iceland is on my list. It's not top 5, but it's definitely on there. And honestly, it's only because of the Blue Lagoon. Like, no shade.
Yeah.
But I've been seeing more content from people, which is another way that I pick travel, which is like maybe my second or third way, is by seeing content like inspired by Black travelers. They got some crazy waterfalls there, like that look amazing. Not to get into obviously with a bathing suit, but just to like kind of gaze at. But it's not big enough for me to put it down on my top 5. But it's definitely on the list. So good one, Brand. I like that.
Oh, thank you kindly. All right, let's
You're
move into number 4. What's your fourth spot?
Number 4 for me, I think would be Antarctica.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Hmm.
What do you want to do in Antarctica?
Mm. What is there to do in Antarctica? I want to take a cruise. Like I've seen
Uh-huh.
people do the little cruises out there, and then maybe it's some whales to watch or something. I don't
Mm.
know. I just want to go.
You
I
want to freeze and be on? Okay, I'm
be
with it.
cold and be looking out and stuff and say I went to Antarctica. That is number 4. That's probably why it's number 4 because, but I want to go. So
Okay, so my number 4 is Australia, New Zealand, and I know those are two different places, but if you go to one, you might as well go to
you
the other
got
one
to,
since you're
yeah.
already down there. But that is my number 4. My number 4 is
Okay.
Australia, New Zealand. Yeah,
Okay. That,
yeah,
that
I
was
want to
that
be
was
down
on
there
my
with the
list.
Aussies
Yeah, yeah.
on
Go visit
Bondi
Lucy's
Beach.
people. Shout out to our sister Lucy. Hey girl.
Yes, honey. All right. Okay, let's move into number 3.
Well, honestly, it would have been Australia, New Zealand to be 100. But since you said that, well, let me see. What ones can I shift around? What would be, because it's like a line of ones that I'm just like, yeah, I definitely want to hit that. Oh, I know. Ghana. We've talked about this on like the last couple of episodes. Like that is definitely a place that I want to go to. and
I
it
thought that
kind
would
of
be your
changes
number
with my
one.
top three. But Ghana is it would probably be number one in this season. But when I'm thinking about it, it's another trip that I'm like, I just got to get there. Like I know I'm gonna get to Ghana, but it's another trip that I'm just like, I really, really want to go there. So Ghana is definitely I'll put it at number three, but it probably would slide down to number one just depending on the day that you ask me. So want to get there for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
What's your number three?
My number three is Peru.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Peru. I like Peru. I'm specifically going for Machu Picchu. That's really one of the
Mhm.
things. But there's also, y'all know I love a unique stay.
Okay.
There is these like cabins and they hang off the side of a cliff.
Ooh,
And you
girl.
gotta kind of like not rock climb, but you gotta have the cabiner and all that to get to the actual place. So
And why
that's
do
in
we
my
want
top
to do
three.
that?
Huh?
Why do we want to do that?
I love a unique stay and it's so amazing. And you get
And
to,
you
it's
want to
kind of like,
climb to get to where you got to sleep.
yeah, why
I ain't
not?
mad. Listen, it's
And
no
sleep and
judgment. I'm
sleep
just
and
trying to
sleep
wrap my
off the
head
cliff
around it.
too. It's like, and they say like there's some of them they can fit like 3 or 4 people. And then when I tell y'all guys, it's like hanging off the side of a cliff is hanging off the side of a cliff. Like,
The thing
yeah.
is, y'all, I'm asking her these questions and I'm looking at her sideways. But when we get off of here, I'm gonna ask her to send me a picture just so I can. Because who want to stay on the side of a cliff?
And listen, let me tell y'all something. This was low key this was my spring break plan. And the only reason, talking about how we choose travel, the only reason it didn't work out was just because one, it was way more, it was larger um than I wanted to spend for spring break. And it was the logistics of it were a little bit off because I needed to get to where this place is. I need to fly in one place, get to where the cabins hang off the side of a mountain, and then also get to Machu Picchu. And the issue with Peru is the elevation.
Hmm.
So you're gonna be like seasick. Is it seasick? Y'all in the comments, what is it? Is it seasick? It's not seasick because you're not on water, but elevation sickness. Maybe that's
Oh,
what it
yes, yes,
is.
yes. I don't know what it's called. I don't know the name of it, but I know what you're talking about. Mm.
Altitude sickness.
There we
Altitude
go.
sickness. Because it's so high above sea level. But anyway,
Hmm.
that is definitely on the list.
Okay. Well,
Peru. It's in my
send
top
me the
three.
details.
Send you the details. Uh-huh. Ooh, okay. So while we're in between in our countdown, here's a in between question. Do you, because this I just thought of this, do
Okay.
you choose a budget before traveling, or do you let your travel what you want to do and you just be like, this the number I want to stay in?
We
Or
ain't living that type of life around here. Not yet. Not yet. I definitely come into it with the budget, and if most of the times I know if certain things ain't gonna fit that budget, and I take a look at it, I say, "Oh, we're gonna have to put this like that Maldives." I know what my budget is, and I've started to look at the trip that I want to take, and I know not in the budget. So yes, I start with the budget, and then I go for the travel that I can take during the time that I'm trying to take it. You don't? How are you looking
I
at it?
have to be a better adult, you guys. I just be booking stuff like
Come
everyone.
on,
Oh, here.
money.
No,
Come on,
it's
rich
not.
friend.
It ain't like that now. It ain't like that. It's more of like I don't know. I feel like I have to share this with Jamie when she sees or whenever she see it, but it's like, you know how you go into the store looking for an outfit, you don't necessarily have a budget, but you just know the price. You know what your price is and you know what your price ain't. And I just kind of that's how I feel about travel. I be like, no, that ain't the price. That ain't it.
Picking the
No.
outfit and picking the place to travel to, baby, ain't equivalent. But you go off, friend. Go
Okay.
off.
I would be a better adult on the backside
No,
of
this is the type of
2025.
adulting that I need to have in my life. I need to be just, let me
I don't
see.
know. Again, y'all, this is travel track, not travel
Not
tips.
travel
Do not
advice.
say, do
Do not
not
do
do
as
as
I
I
do.
say.
Do as I say.
Do not do it. Do not
Absolutely.
follow the leader over here. Cause again though, Tia made a good point. When she was thinking about like going to the Maldives, she is clearly married. When she's thinking about a trip, she's thinking about the price for two people. Because when she said $10,000, my first thought was that ain't the dollars that I added up in my head for me to go. But honey, maybe I need to consider my man in the future because maybe we going, honey. Ooh, okay.
Listen, I know the bungalows that I looked at and the ones I want. I sure hope that my husband listening to this so that one of his sisters in the chat is sending him this clip because yeah, that would be a good 5-year trip. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Keisha said that's me. Keisha, which one? Which one is you? Are you Tia, where you have a
Ain't
budget?
no way. Ain't no way. I know Lakeisha Cooper, and Lakeisha Cooper is budget conscious. Ain't no way. This girl plans all of I need her to plan my finances. I said that I think about the budget before, but she is the adult that that we both need to be honest. So I don't know what she talk about. That's me about, but go off, sis.
All right, number 2. What's your number? Oh,
It's all
where you
right.
go?
It's all right. Here I am. All right. So my number 2 actually is my number 5. So we gotta shift these around, but take it as you like. My number 5, well, my number 5 is Greece. I really, really, really want to go there, but I also really, really, really don't because I've heard that there are so many cats in that joint, and that's not the travel life I'm trying to live. I'm no, no, no. Mm-mm. Even thinking about it, my mouth just started watering just a little bit, getting a little bit scared. If y'all don't know, I am petrified of cats. Not scared. I am petrified of cats. Like
I'm
if they
sitting over
cross
here.
me, what?
Sitting over here, like I don't think I remember seeing a cat in Greece.
And that's crazy because I just talked to a homegirl just last weekend, and she just went to Greece last month for her birthday. And she was like, it was a cat everywhere. She was like, we were trying to take our flying dress photos, and the cats was just they had to be edited out of the picture because they were just sitting there. Like people feed them, they do all the things. And I feel like I
Is
talked to
this
you about
shoulder
this
season?
before, and you also said you were the one that said that you didn't see a bunch there, but everybody that I hear things from say it's hella
You
cats, and
know,
I'm
I may have missed the cats because of all of the
because
people.
you don't. Oh.
Yeah, I went during literally peak travel season. Right now, it's still their shoulder season.
Mm-hmm.
But I went during peak travel season, so I saw way more people than I saw cats. It
And
was a
also,
ton.
your fear of cats is not like mine. I know
But
cats
I
are
remember
behind a
seeing people's
bush.
animals when I go to their country.
I'm not.
I didn't.
Listen, I want to go, but I don't want to go. That's me. That you
Okay.
asked me mine, and that's it.
Okay. You right. I did ask. Ask and answer. She said she want to go and she don't want to go. It would be so nice if somebody would plan a birthday trip to Greece. I tell you, it'd just be so amazing. You know, we'll just see. Maybe inshallah, somebody might
For
actually have
you,
one of them.
you want a birthday trip to Greece?
Maybe, inshallah, you never know around here with trips and stuff.
Okay,
Anyway,
all right.
my number 2 is Madagascar.
Okay,
Yeah.
lovely.
I really
Mm-hmm.
want to see those baobab trees, the ones that look like the roots are up, like the branches of the trees look like the
Like it's
roots.
upside down. Mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm,
and they're so humongous. And one of our friends just went for his spring break
mm-hmm.
recently, and I was just all in their stories, misnaming animals and everything.
Not misnaming the
I thought
animals.
it was a meerkat. He said it was a lemur.
A
Lemur?
lemur,
A lemur.
baby. You will say a name, and I love it. And also, I wouldn't trust that friend to be naming something properly either. But he went, so no shape of shade, Peter. I love you.
Oh, okay. Keisha did chime in. She's on my page with this one. I don't necessarily have a dollar amount in mine in first. Yep. But I know what my price ain't. I operate in the same way. See? Hey, sis.
Y'all go off. As Courtney said, YOLO. Let y'all do y'all's
Listen,
thing.
I know what my price is not. Sometimes I can't tell you. Like, even when you're working with event planners and stuff, and they be like, "What's your
Mhm.
budget?" I do
Mhm.
have a budget. I just don't know what the budget is in this moment. Tell me what I can get for this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. I understand that. Understandable. Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I get
Okay. We're at our number 1. Come back.
it. I'm here. All right.
I know I went through all of these.
Yeah, we were on at the same time. Did I go back out? It's okay. I'm here now. I'm here. We'll fix it. So it's all right. Fix it, Jesus. All right. So my number one that I said fluctuates between this and Ghana is Japan.
Mm.
I want to go to Japan so bad. Like I want to do the Mario Kart racing. I want to go and see the cherry blossoms. I want to eat some sushi. And we talked about this in one of our
Mhm.
episodes about cultural appropriation, but I want to put on
A
what's
robe.
the it's not called a robe.
It's
What's
a
it called?
kimono. I'm
A
sorry. I was
kimono.
singing the
I'm about to
gospel
say that thing
song.
is not called a
Put
robe.
on my robe and tell the story of how I
Now
made
wait a
it
minute. That ain't the type of robe I'm
over.
trying to put on. I'm not trying to put on that type of robe. Not yet. Wait a minute. Love you, Lord, but not yet. I just want to put on a kimono or put on a choir robe. Them the type of robes I'm talking about. Not that robe Brandon was just singing about. But yeah. Our friends just came back. Brandon has been. Tanya chimed in. She just came back from Japan. Said it was amazing. I'm listen. I want to go experience all the things. I want to eat up. I want some authentic ramen. I can't wait to get to Japan. Like I'm thinking there's gonna be a spring break 2026 trip, Shala. But you know how things change around here with tripping. So who knows? But that is my number one. I'm super excited about that. And this is a trip that my husband is really excited about too. So I don't have to be like, you sure you want to go here? Do you want to stay home? Do you want to go? He's like, no, do not leave me for
You,
a Japan
you
trip.
know what's crazy, Tia? When I was
What's
thinking about this list,
mm-hmm.
I literally almost put Japan back on here, but I was trying to give people my new destinations, but
Mm-hmm.
this is definitely Japan. Definitely is a repeat for me. I went pre-COVID, so I'm definitely just interested to see what it's like post-COVID.
Okay.
For all of the things Tia mentioned, the other thing I didn't really get was some Wagyu steak beef,
Mm. Ooh.
and I'm really like that was like, honey, I really feel like I missed out on the opportunity of going to a Kobe beef steakhouse
Mm.
and
Ooh, and some
spending.
sake.
Yeah, so
Yes,
that's on my
Lord.
list. So we definitely need to connect about this Japan thing because I'm gonna tell you, I did not do the Mario Kart because I was
Mm-hmm.
by myself. Japan was my
Okay.
first trip by myself, and I was there for a week.
Oh, okay.
I was there for that was my first real solo trip by myself, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I didn't do the Mario Kart only because I felt like this would be so much more fun with people.
With friends, yeah. Okay,
So,
well and Courtney said she definitely go back. So let's figure it out. Let's plan it. Courtney said
honey,
she ain't got no sea legs no more. She want the land legs. She want the feet on boots on the ground. Okay. So we will have to figure it out then. That would be good. Come on now.
you gotta cue it up. We practicing, Courtney. We practicing.
We gonna have you tomorrow, girl. Happy birthday again. Bum, 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 bum.
Okay, so for my number one, it was actually your number 3, 4. Maybe it was your 4. It's
Yeah.
Antarctica. Yeah,
Okay.
I kept that. I kept that my number one for all the same reasons. To your, I think I asked you like, why you want to go there? Like, I
So
don't
what you
know.
want to do when you get there?
I don't know.
It's
I
Antarctica.
want to do the cruise. And I really want to be able to say I'm trying to increase the number. My feet have been on quite a few continents.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just adding to the continents that I've been on.
Trying to count how many continents. How many continents have y'all been
Could
to? How
be
many continents have you been to, Brian?
I think I'm on 4. I've been to
Which
4.
ones?
America is North America.
I'm about to say, is the whole America just one now?
North America. The
Okay.
Americas.
Now the
um
Americas in North America, that's what we call them.
Asia, right?
Mhm.
Asia's continent. Europe is its own continent, right?
Yeah,
Africa is a
I'm sure.
continent. I'm on 4.
Yeah, I'm on 4 as well. The same 4.
So
Yeah,
if I can
so
get
getting
in Oceania, which is Australia, and then Antarctica.
mm, mm.
Let see.
Australia and Oceania are the same thing.
Oceania technically, to check my science here now. It's been a minute since
That's
I
why
taught
I
this
asked
class.
you, girl.
But Oceania is actually the name they list as the continent. It was at one point in time. They be changing the science these days. Pluto is no longer a planet. So
That's the children, child. Well, let's figure it out then. We're gonna
Pluto is
figure
a
it out
star.
and we're gonna get to Antarctica Because I think like that cruise would be cool. Like Antarctica would be cool, period. But like think of us taking over a little cruise. Let's get on it. Let's do it. Let's do the dang
Yeah.
old thing. Let's plan a trip to Antarctica.
I haven't been to South America. So South America, I need to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Africa, Europe, Asia.
Okay. Look at our chat being well traveled. We love to see it. We
I
love that
love to
y'all
see
putting boots on the ground. That I'm gonna be saying that all weekend, y'all. I'm sorry. It's Courtney's fault. It's Courtney's
it.
fault. Shout out to Courtney's birthday. Bum, 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 bum.
All right, so we're gonna slide right on into the last part of our topic today, and we're building the ultimate takeoff. So one of my favorite YouTube, shout out to these good people. I
Mhm.
love watching R&B Money podcasts.
You
You can
do.
watch them on YouTube. You can listen to them on any of the places you listen to podcasts. But you know, you learn a lot about R&B over there, the same way you learn about travel over here.
Mhm.
Okay. So, but one of the things they do with their guests when they come on the show is they build the ultimate Voltron, like a R&B Voltron. It's like they got to choose like the voice, the style,
Okay.
the persona, like they choose all these things. So I was like, man, that would be so dope for us
Mhm.
to build a trip. So
Okay.
we're building the ultimate takeoff, a trip of our
Okay.
dreams.
Mhm.
You know, you need to choose a destination, the accommodation, the vibe, and I added this the soundtrack. Like what is the
Uh-huh.
soundtrack giving? And then what is your must have? What must you have on this trip?
Okay.
All right. So we're your destination, your accommodation, vibes, soundtrack, and your must-have component. We can walk you through it. You look a little stressed.
Girl, trip planning it's the most rewarding stressful thing in my life, but I love it so much. It does become stressful in the best way, if y'all understand what I'm saying. So okay, let's do it. Let's walk through it. Are we each doing one, or are we just doing the ultimate takeoff one?
We're each doing our own. So how you want to do it? Because I did that. I figured we was winging this part. So do you want to build? You want to build yours? You want to build? We want to talk together through it.
We're
How
gonna
you
talk it
feel?
through together. We're gonna talk it through together. Okay, so y'all
Okay.
put in the chat what destination you would choose, and we'll both spitball off. We'll go back and forth. So I don't have a specific destination, but I want it to be sunny, and I also want it to be somewhere where I can do different things. Like I want to, as much as I hate the sand from a beach, I want to be able to at least look at some water, but also go to the city. Honestly, it would probably be somewhere like Dubai or Abu Dhabi. Like you can go to the beach, but then also go inside the city and like have a good time.
So is your
Oh,
is your
this is
destination
so
Dubai?
absolutely not. Sorry, Dubai. I can get in the car and go there. Sheesh, Louise, you go first, Brandon. This is so hard. Okay, at
Ooh,
least okay.
okay.
Let's go to the comments. Courtney said Ghana. Straight off the rip, Ghana would be her
Ghana is where she
destination.
going.
That's where she going.
Um, for me, my destination is Switzerland. Ooh.
Not with
Y'all
the
said ooh
chocolate.
because I saw the comment. I saw the comment. Sorry. Ooh, she
Courtney.
said Ghana. Okay, is this the vibe? Courtney said with those chocolate muscle men giving massages by the waterfall. That got to be the vibe.
Courtney already got her ultimate takeoff ready to go. Okay, I'm not mad at it. Okay, I'm not upset. And you said what was yours, Brand? What was your destination?
Um, my destination is Switzerland.
Okay, why?
I just think it's so like European fabulous. Like it has this like it's clean air, clean water, and I want to go when there's snow on the ground. Like,
Are you gonna ski?
yeah, of course. I'm gonna be a whole
Okay,
snow chocolate bunny out there. What are we saying?
not a whole snow chocolate bunny, baby.
A snow
Okay.
chocolate bunny. Get into that, okay?
It's back around to me.
Yes.
Jesus, this is so because we just get because I want to say the Maldives, but it's nothing to do out there. Like on my ultimate takeoff, I
But
want
you're
to be able
building
to
it. So it doesn't have to necessarily be in the
be all the
Maldives.
same things.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
so
building your
Maldives
takeoff.
ish. So my destination is Maldives ish. I don't know the place yet, y'all, but I'm gonna put this through a little chatty, and we're gonna come up with. I'm gonna put it on my story, so y'all be on the lookout. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna put all of my destination is Maldives ish, but not Maldives because I want a city vibe. So there we go. I want overwater bungalows, be able to swim, sit out on my porch, birthday suit on with my honey, and then go to the city when I want to go. So there we go. That's my destination. What's the next thing?
Destination Maldives. Okay.
Hmm.
T's destination is the Maldives. Mine is Switzerland. What's your accommodation?
Oh, it's luxury, baby, and no budget. I'm the budge lux queen. I love to get luxury within my budget, but no, baby, this is straight luxury. We spending the coins that need to be spent so that I can have. I want to not just a balcony, but I want to walk out over the water. Like I said, we still Maldives ish at this point. I want a private pool. Okay, I want a private butler. Turn down service at the snap of a finger. All right, I want the exotic fruits in the room. Don't let me know banana, no apple. No, I want the exotic fruits from the island that I can't pronounce. All right, the ones that they say that you can't open up
Rasputin.
yourself.
I call it Rasputin, but that is the character from
No,
Anastasia.
Rasputia.
It says
I
Rasputin.
don't want that fruit.
It's the one with the prickly things on it that they serve in the UAE, and it's sweet on the inside. It looked like
I
it's
ain't never
dangerous
had
to
no
pick up.
Rasputia, girl.
It's not. That's not what it's called. That's what I call it. I can't, girl. I'm gonna have to.
Please come back to us with this one, because with this Rasputia's fruit, this Rasputia's fruit, honey.
Okay,
Okay,
so your
what's your
accommodation
accommodation?
is over water. That's what we getting. Over water.
Overwater luxury.
Over water luxury.
Hmm.
I'm definitely going cabin vibes.
Okay.
Bougie cabin. Yes, that's
Okay.
what it is. This person over here. Who are you, Chris? Thank you, Chris.
No, Brandon, read that name.
It says Chris.
Read the whole name.
Oh, you talking about the name of the fruit?
The name of the person, girl.
Oh, crispy bacon. Hi, Chris.
You know who that is.
Do I? I'm blind. It took me a minute to get crispy bacon.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chris. Sofa.
Chris, so we'll talk later. I'm lost.
Girl, oh my gosh. When she
Where's my
put the
blind
things
roots?
together, blessed Jesus. That's our friend. Hey, Crispy.
Is it Ken?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Rubiton.
Look like a
Okay.
crispy bacon. Anyway. Um, okay, cabin is for
Rubiton.
me. Definitely
Okay.
Lux cabin vibes though. Like I
Okay.
want big windows so I can see the snow, and
Mm-hmm.
I want warm towels in the bathroom, like heated tiles on the
Ooh, a
floor.
heated floor would
I
be nice
want
too.
I want bear claw tubs,
Oh, I don't know
like
what that is. That's real expensive. That's real
well,
luxury.
a standalone tub.
That's what a bear claw tub is?
Well, the ones that have like the claw feet, like the golden pedestal feet. There's some that just
Okay.
sit on the floor like base,
Uh-huh,
but I want
uh-huh.
that
But
one
with the
that
feet. Okay, okay. Bear claw
mhm,
feet. Girl,
with
you real bougie. Mm-mm.
jacuzzi on the deck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. Okay.
Okay.
The vibe. What's your vibe giving?
My vibe is giving, because the room is relaxing. I want to be able to go out, and I want some good activities. Like I want some adrenaline activities that I can pick, but also like a bustling city. Like so I can meet
Mhm.
people that like are different, and I can go down to the bar and possibly have some drinks with some strangers and have a good time, but then go back to my luxury suite that they can't get onto the property of because I'm being bougie today. Mm.
Mhm.
Yes. So it's giving city turn up adrenaline vibes. Hmm.
Mhm.
That's what we're doing. What's your vibes?
I want, I always live for a little adventure.
Okay.
But I actually kind of want this to be a little lovey-dovey for me.
Come on, vacay.
I want a little
Be on a
lovey-dovey vibe. I
vacay.
want to be booed up. I want to be all cuddled up and stuff.
Done up, boot up.
And I'm
Hey,
like, to be honest, I was thinking about the episode. I don't think I've actually taken a real life vacation. Like
really?
I've been flued out before, but it's been a minute. That's I mean, I love my girl trips. Y'all know I love a good girl trip, and I love going places with my friends and did a little couple solo things. But yeah, I think I would want this vibe to be like sexy. Can I? Okay,
I'm
that's
not
what I
mad at
want.
that. Oh,
I want
sexy
it to
can
give
I? I'm not mad at that. I'm not
with
mad. Okay, little
onesie
vacay.
action with the little booty out. Just kidding. Maybe
No,
not.
she ain't.
Anyway.
But ching.
All right. What's the soundtrack happening here?
Ooh. This soundtrack is one of them ones where you just turn on your Apple Music and you just press play with shuffle and anything is bound to happen. It's a random soundtrack. Like you might hear boot up because we might be in the room being booed up, but then you might hear real quick at night I think I will because we just out, or you might hear a little house thunk, 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 because we out having us a good time. You may hear sexy red hands on your knees because what's up? Or who knows what it might be? It might what's that? Eye of the Tiger, because I might be out here doing some jumping off of a building. Who knows? It's on a random playlist. We're on shuffle with this one. And at the end of the day, it may be a little gospel. I might have some Kurt Franklin because I might need to pray because I just jumped off of a building. It's a random playlist for me. What's your playlist giving? What's y'all's playlist? Write us in the chat. We want to see what your ultimate takeoff trip would be as well.
I feel like it's giving the Best Man soundtrack.
Ooh. Okay.
Probably a mix
Okay,
between
best
the Best
man.
Man one and the Christmas one. Cause
Mm.
them two soundtracks together is giving.
I thought you was gonna say something like a little Anita Baker.
I was actually tossing up Best Man with Boomerang soundtrack. Boomerang soundtrack. But
Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't want the, you know,
You know what you actually giving me?
I don't want the heartache in the soundtrack. I don't want
Have
that.
you seen or have y'all seen, what is the, y'all just told me about this show the other day, the Netflix show Forever. Did you watch the show? Were you
I
one of the
haven't
people
yet.
that said in the chat? So when you watch that, that's what type of soundtrack that this is giving me. Not the life soundtrack.
Come on, Posey. Hey, Posey. Welcome, welcome. With the life
Temperatures like
soundtrack.
100 degrees.
That's life.
That is sad, depressing a little bit. What would you do if your son was down, crying all alone on the bedroom floor?
Listen.
What type of trip are you trying to take, Michael Posey? Where you gonna be? Lord bless it. Oh yeah, Crispy said Forever soundtrack. That soundtrack, every time they played a song, it was kind of like if y'all watch Shonda Rhimes shows, she always hits with the songs. Like she never misses with the songs. That Forever soundtrack, I said, I don't know, because it was all not samples, but it was all songs from people's albums and stuff. So I don't know if they would compile it into one for that particular show, but they did not miss. You gotta either listen to the soundtrack. I suggest that y'all watch the show. It was so good, such a good show.
The show is on my list. I've been on another binge kick at the moment, but
Hit list TV edition.
Hit list TV. Thank you, L. Hit list TV edition. Okay, so soundtrack. Yeah, I'm going with the Best Man. We got Life in the chat. We got Forever soundtrack. Tia said she got the random playlist, so you probably gonna get a little gospel. You're gonna get a little trap. You're gonna get a little twerkila. You're gonna get a little country. You're gonna get a little western. You're gonna get a little bit of everything. Not make you clap your cheeks if you do your dance or whatever.
Or whatever Kirk knew said. Ooh. Okay, Crispy.
Out of control. Okay. Out of control. All right. Must have component on your trip.
On this trip, good food and good drink. Must have good food and good drink. Yeah. I feel like the other things that I would think that people would probably say must have, like good vibes and stuff like that, that is always, I haven't had a good trip that didn't come with a good vibe. So as long as, now I have had trips where the food, I was like, I can't wait to get home. Or the drinks, I mean, the drinks pretty much be hitting too, but good food, that is at the top of the list for me. What about you?
I would say must have, we absolutely popping bottles on this trip. 1000%
Okay.
top and bottle. But for me, we definitely need a little action jackson. Like we are being pulled. I want to do the dog sled. Like I want huskies
Mm-hmm.
pulling me out
Oh, come
someplace.
on, Cool Runnings.
Yeah, honey. Jamaica got some bobsled team. Hey, yes. I want to be on the slopes. You know, I want to do all the snow things. I've done ice fishing before. I don't ever have to do that again.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I busted my behind on ice. Ice hurts. It was a lot of work, and I fell. So it was just a
I
lot.
can
I
only
don't ever have
imagine.
don't ever have to do that again. But yeah, I want to go outside and be frozen and come in and gotta warm up. That's what I want to be. That's what I want this trip to give. Okay.
Come on, Frozen. I pray this trip for you, friend. I pray it. Yo, Michael Posey, you done said you got the no judgment, just questions. You got the life soundtrack and you must have some bug spray. Where are you going? What is this
I
trip that
can't.
you're building?
I was trying to figure out if he actually told us where he was going because he did say earlier. I don't think we posted. He said enjoyed it.
Oh,
I did a
okay.
month-long Asia tour. I don't know if that was in connection with all the other
I
things.
can
Not really.
understand that. I
If
can
you need
understand
some
that.
bug spray wherever you go, he said where he going is gonna be nature and adventure, and he needs some bug spray.
Fair. Fair. You got it, bro. Enjoy. I hope you
They
have the
also
best
got
time.
bug bracelets these days and anklets and stuff. Like you
Hmm.
ain't got to put all them on dots and stuff. Just
Hmm.
FYI. He said he gonna be in the jungle. That's Jungle Book right here.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle. You need the Lion King soundtrack, friend. You got to mix. You got to mix the soundtracks for you.
Oh, that was
Mhm.
good. That was good. I like that.
That
Trip
was
you
good,
will.
friend.
I can't
You
wait for
ain't.
you and ChatGPT to figure out where this is so we all can go.
Listen. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna put it up by stories. Me and Lil Chatty gonna figure it out, and that may be the next place I go. Who knows? Mm,
Maybe the next place you go. I know
mm.
that's right. All right, so we gonna slide right on into our travel confessions. Ooh, travel confessions. Um, let's do both of them. I had two questions for travel confessions. I'm looking at the
Okay.
time. Two questions. Let's start with the first one. What's one place you know should be on your bucket list, but you're secretly not that interested?
Hmm. You go first. Mm,
um, one of the I think one of the ones that typically is at like the top of people's list is like Ghana, and I feel like it should be on my list, but it's not necessarily on my list. But it's also doesn't mean I wouldn't go. It's just one of those. You know how you hear other people say trips, and you be like, let me add that on up in the list. I feel like every time I've heard Ghana, and I've seen so many beautiful things in Ghana, but I also know the story is so heavy there.
Hmm.
Like, and I feel like I did a heavy story in Germany once, and I feel like I have not
Ooh.
been interested in a heavy trip since. That don't mean I'm not ever going. That does mean I'm going at some point. It's just one of those on the list.
Okay.
What you think?
For me, it would probably be Nigeria.
Mm, there.
I want to go to every country, but that's just not at the top of mine. I want to go, but let me say this. I know a lot of people want to go, but I would have to go with someone who is from there.
Yes.
I believe that is one of those places for me. So I want to
Yes.
go. I just want to go with someone who is from Nigeria. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
If
that
you
for me.
find them and y'all plan it, let me know so I can go when we know
For
somebody.
sure. So we can
At least
one fell
somebody
swoop.
in the group knows somebody that knows something about it that knows something about it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We got a friend that said Antarctica.
Oh, so Ken won't be on our trip to Antarctica.
He's not interested.
Okay,
He
fair.
definitely ain't trying to be in ice water, more less water.
Listen.
Yeah, okay, I can feel that. I feel you on that. I feel the
Mhm.
same way. And I think I feel like you've said some things without saying some things, and I'm with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We had another one come up in the comments and they said fair on Nigeria as well. Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
Just need a local guide.
Okay, second travel confession. Name a place that is a common bucket list item that you think is overrated. Now, this is a place you could have traveled to before. Um,
Hmm.
so it doesn't have to be like a place you haven't been yet.
Let me look on my places that I've been to before, because I feel like I don't want to ever be the one to say that a place is overrated and I haven't been there. I hate when people do that. Like, how you gonna tell me that Dubai is overrated and you ain't never left Gastonia? No shade to anybody in Gastonia. I'm just used the place that I know. Let me see. Um, Places that I thought was overrated. Again, you go first, Brand. This is hard today. You making me think.
I love it. I love when I make you think. Okay. I had two places in mind, and I feel like I
Okay.
would get shot in the foot for probably both.
Okay.
The first place, and actually it just came in the comments. The first place that I think is a bucket list item that I also think is overrated is Paris. Even though I love Paris, I
I
think
did not think that's what you was gonna say.
it's one of my top two. That's one of them. Paris is a little. I do think it's overrated, but I also think it's dull but sparkles, and I like it for me. Like I don't think
Mm-hmm,
it's. I think it's something that's on people's list because it's iconic in its own
mm-hmm.
way, but I don't
Okay.
think it's what people think it would be when they get there, and so therefore they're utterly disappointed by it. Where
Mm,
I don't see it as like an extreme bucket list item. Going back to that conversation we had earlier, like people sometimes make a bucket list of things that seem so unattainable and just so
mm-hmm,
out there outside of the box plot, if you will.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm,
they create it to be so much bigger in their heads than what it
mm-hmm,
actually is. I feel like Paris is just another city that looks used and abused and doesn't sparkle the way it used to.
mm-hmm.
So Paris, I do think is a little overrated for people. And then the second place that I think is overrated, which I also absolutely really did like, and I feel like you should go, is Egypt.
Oh my gosh, you stole mine.
Yeah,
That was what I was gonna say, and I love Egypt, but
I love Egypt. It's
that,
definitely
yeah,
I also feel like they are rebuilding a greater Egypt. So like
yes,
it doesn't in some places that you go to, like you're seeing their those Aztec things or the old things as they were. And Egypt is really rebuilding a lot of this stuff, which I think is amazing. It's good for their economy and tourism. It's giving jobs, it's giving people a reason to come. I think the traffic in Cairo is absolutely ridiculous. It's nuts. It's what it is. Traffic is nuts. But I think it's a little overrated. I think you should go. You should to say you have.
now,
My good friend Posey, he been in the chat when he made a trip out to Dubai. That's the first place I said, you come this far, you need to go see something else. He was
mm-hmm,
here for a few days. I said, go see Egypt, get your flight. And he booked the flight and he was out there. Like,
yeah,
so I definitely recommend um, I recommend you should go if it's all, especially if you're a bucket list kind of person. It's on the list.
yeah. I'm just gonna piggyback off what you're saying. I would agree that about Egypt because I feel like Cairo is so is it popularized? No, it's so whatever eyes that needs to go on the end. It is that like people definitely say go there to see the pyramids, which you should. Like definitely not saying don't, but I think that it is too overhyped to the point that you miss other parts of it, which I've done both of the times that I've been. I wish I would have went to Alexandria. I wish that I would have done like different things to I want to see that library, like that library in Alexandria. I want to go to other pyramids and see other statues and things that are in different parts of Egypt. So Cairo itself, I think, is super overhyped because of the pyramids of Giza, however you say it.
Easy.
They're beautiful, but it's just like, oh, child, okay, what now? I wish I would have went somewhere else, but definitely not somewhere else. I'm glad that I went, but I wish I would have gotten more of the experience going to other places in Egypt. So if you go, then make sure that you try to see more if you can. Yeah. So the
Yeah.
people are
I
agreeing in the chat.
yeah, I agree with what Tia said. Like I definitely did the tourist track
Hurghada.
first.
Yeah.
But one of my coworkers actually recently told me to go to northern Egypt. She told me the city. I cannot remember the name.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll chime it in the chat after when I rewatch.
Mm-hmm.
But the city is North Egypt, and it looks like the bluest of blue waters. Like, and then some people went to, was it Siwa where the salt lakes are? I want to do that. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, kind of. I think I do believe in most places there is a tourist track, which is also why I believe in going to places twice or staying as long as you can. Because I
Mm-hmm.
think it's important that you should. Oh, sorry, we did it at the same time. I think you should definitely do it. I mean, we're not saying you shouldn't go. You definitely should see them because it looks like the aliens built it for sure. For
Crispy
sure.
said, "Don't do Egypt. That historically is needed." Yes, we agree with you, Crispy. We just we have a different take on it. So definitely agree. You should go, but just realize that it can be overhyped with people like go to Cairo, go to Cairo, go to other places as well. Oh, Luxor, that's it. Luxor. Yes, yes, yes. Alexandria and Luxor, that was another place. So
Yeah.
definitely on that. We had some different ones in the comments also. Crispy said Dubai is one of his overrated places. Crispy also has lived around there, so I think when you live in a place, followed by Maldives. Did we already hit this one with DR?
No, we didn't. We're coming back to it. DR had a man-made lagoon. Thought it was God's work. I enjoyed the people. So
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. So yeah, thank y'all for commenting. We love to
We had
talk to
people.
y'all.
We had conversations going on in the chat because they were saying people said
Mhm.
they could agree with the DR. Um, yeah.
And my second one, because you had two, so I'm just thought this was actually gonna be my first one, and then Egypt was gonna be my second one. But the first one that's super overrated is the US of A. And I know whatever, say whatever. But when people tell me that they want to go there when I'm in the UAE, spending some of my time, and they're like, "You're from America? Oh my gosh, I want to go there." I'm always like, why? And I understand it is a privilege to be able to say that. Dude, take it as a grain of salt. But I also feel like it's a little ghetto and overrated sometimes. So there's that. But there we go.
Mm.
Tribal confessions. That's what we call this.
These are our confessions. Maybe season 3
Hey.
will have some songs, like some.
Ooh, okay. We got our little retreat coming up. Put that on the notes. Oh, and Courtney said Alexandria was not all that. See, difference of opinions, but I want to go. I want to go see that library. I don't know what else is outside of the library, but I want to see the library that's in Alexandria. That's all. Can't take a book out of there. Can't do nothing, but I want to see it because I hear it's amazing. So there's that.
All
And I'm a
right.
little bibliophile.
Gotcha. So before we start landing this episode, it is time. It is time for a little celebration.
Girl, I
So
thought you were about to say it's time for the percolator. It's time for the celebration. It's time for
it's
the celebration. Hey,
I know that's right. All right. So the more you celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. Tia, what you got for celebrations?
Okay, so for me, celebrating a couple of things. The first thing is the takeoff wrapping up season 2, y'all. Really, this is season 3, technically, because we started to take off years ago, COVID times, and then we kind of put it on pause to come back to this revamped takeoff, which has been so amazing. It's been so interactive in things. I'm just so proud of us and what we've been able to accomplish in these 2 seasons. I can't wait for us to come back strong for season 3. So I'm definitely celebrating us getting through this second season with so many accomplishments from both of us. We've done a lot like season 2, whether it be with the takeoff or in life. I'm just super proud of us, and shout out to our growing fan base and followers and things. Y'all have been amazing keeping the chats going. So it's not just me and Brandon on here talking, which even if it was, we would have still had 2-hour shows because we be talking, which is why we started to take off. So just wanted to give us a round of applause for 2 episodes. That y'all, this week has been stressful. Okay. It's been a lot this week. Not in a bad way. I have been taking on some new skills, learning some new things as I do. Can like my brain always is like, "Ooh, that looks like something I should learn," and then teach other people. Is always the way my brain moves. So this week has been like a super learning experience for me in the best way. But I'm celebrating the fact that it's the weekend because I can put all of my learning materials to the side. And again, as we've been saying throughout the show, our girl's birthday is this weekend. So all of our friends are about to come together. I'm going to get to see Brand. You know, she stays in a different city. You know, some of our other friends are in different places. We're going to come together and we're going to have an adult good time. And I'm excited about it. Like, I'm so happy. And, you know, sometimes celebrations doesn't have to be, oh, I got an award. Oh, I completed this. I did that. I did this. No, we get to sleep in tomorrow, get cute with a theme because baby, we love a theme, and we're gonna have us a boots on the ground, fan clacking, good time. So again, happy birthday, Courtney, and I can't wait to get with my friends this weekend because it's gonna be a good time, and that's what I'm celebrating. So
A
can we get a little?
mighty good time.
We can get a little air horn on that for the weekend after Courtney's birthday. So bam, there we go. Brandon, what are you celebrating?
You know, we've been on the same page for these last few slides, and my celebration is season finale today of episode 12. It was a really good conversation. I always have fun talking to you, Tia. And we talk about a lot of life, even when we're not talking about travel. Travel is a big part of who we are. But y'all know we human just like everybody else. So we also be having other things going on. We over here building empires. I literally said in a group chat this week, I said, I got to put this on disappearing messages because the empire ain't ready yet. And my step parents, Tia and Travis, they can only sponsor me on certain weekends. But I'm just really proud of what we're building. I'm really excited about how our friendship has grown through this process. Tia is right. We did the TakeOff BC before COVID. And a lot of life just happened around that time. We were evolving as people. We're still evolving, but we put it on pause, and it's just been such a beautiful thing to see it come back and see us stay consistent with it. So we have plans over the summer to kind of talk about where this is going, what it looks like. We've learned some new skills in the last few months about business and business building. So we can't wait to see where we take off to next.
Hey, take off.
Yeah. So episode 12 is epic for us.
Hey, yes, all of the things. Shout out to y'all good people. And Crispy said boots on the MF and ground. Okay. Whoa. You know that dance though, right, Brand? Brand said she hasn't practiced a single dance.
Y'all, these folks.
I think there's
something about the birthday girl in the chat who said YOLO. I'm gonna put her YOLO up here so y'all can see it.
There'll be an instructor there though tomorrow, so you pick up dance moves. You can learn from the instructor, and you should be fine.
Let me tell y'all, our good friend Courtney, we have shouted out her birthday throughout this whole thing, girl, because birthdays are amazing, okay? But our baby girl Courtney, honey, I swear my watch went off earlier this week. She finished the workout. That thing said dance, and I said,
"Listen, those line dances will take it out of you. Let me tell you."
Doing Zumba, but you know. So anyway, I don't know no moves, the nothing except the old stuff. Any of this new stuff that I got to turn too many times around. I'm gonna just be
clacking that fan.
Fans there too, because this one can't be trusted. This is just for the dance. This is for my air supply.
Because we're gonna need it.
Double fisting fans, okay? All right, you guys though. All right. So before we close out, y'all know we got to tell y'all a little bit about what we do.
You sound like we about to close out in prayer. I mean, we can always, but
I mean, I'm always down for the benediction. I am from Lumberton, North Carolina. Honey, when all hearts and minds are clear, that's what we give. Okay. May the Lord watch, honey. If you know the rest, put it in the comments. May the Lord watch. Between who?
Yeah.
One for what? Amen. Okay. Y'all know the benediction. Before we get to the benediction, we still got a little more program left. So Tia, tell the people about what it is that we do, where they can find us, all the things.
Okay, y'all. Let me get myself together. I'm so out of order coming up to the front for these last moment announcements. Okay, let me get myself together.
Thank you for your remarks. Yes,
all right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for kicking it with us each and every Friday. This is where we are. Obviously, this is our last Friday of the season, but Don't forget that you can always follow us on social media. You can follow me at Tia Takes the World and Brenlin at Brenlin Dermia. Or if you are just missing us and you haven't caught up on the Takeoff, you can always catch the podcast. We are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and new episodes drop every Monday. Right now, we have season 1 that's up. If you have not already subscribed, subscribe. It's free. It don't cost you a thing. Subscribe, like, and leave a rating. If you have Spotify, you can leave a rating. If you have Apple, you can leave some comments. Y'all be on them phones anyways. Just put a little something, something, something. It helps us out. It takes nothing from you, and we appreciate it. So why not? All right. So the other part of it, y'all know that we love to talk travel. Now, we give out travel advice as a business. All right. On here, we just talking travel. But for our business, we give out travel advice. We book people for travel. We do group trips. We do all of the things that has to do with travel. And we know some of y'all want to do the same thing. And if you do, then make sure that you go to travelagentworkshop.com. You can put in Never Unpack, which is Brenlin's code, or Take the World, which is my code, and you can get signed up with us today to start making money in travel. The summer is about to come up. We know you're going to be at a hotel somewhere. We know you're trying to get somebody to fly you out, or you trying to fly yourself out. You trying to take your kids somewhere on a little mini vacay, or you trying to go on a vacay, or your family has a family reunion and they need you to book it for them. Why are you booking it for fun and for free? Why not get a coin? Oh, you going on a cruise with your family? Book it. Get a commission when you come back. You going on a trip with your friends? Book it. Get a commission when you come back. Why do it for fun and for free when you can be doing it and getting paid? I'm just saying that makes sense to me. That's Cooper math right there. All right. That's the Cooper math. If you like that type of math, then visit travelagentworkshop.com. And again, if you aren't already following us, follow us on social media. Brenlin is Brenlin Dermia. I'm Tia Takes the World. And if you're on this particular stream, whether it's live or you are tuning in for the replay, are you subscribed? Is that subscribe button? Does it say subscribed or does it say subscribe? Are you subscribed or are you still on subscribe? A little Oprah reference, no? Press the subscribe button. Again, it costs you nothing and it takes 2 seconds. Like this video. For those of you who've already been commenting, we appreciate you. Share it with somebody who likes to talk travel. And then you can just support us for the free. Look at that. You done got a little entertainment. You done got a little advice. You done got a little help. Couple of friends in the chat for the free. You're welcome. We thank y'all. You are welcome. And that's all I got. I ain't got no more. What you got, Brand?
Oh my gosh. I love it here. This is one of the it's a great place to be.
It is. And the people in the chat, they touched by an angel. They knew what the rest of the saying was. I ain't gonna put it up because the rest of y'all still like, what is it? Trying to look in the comments.
I'm coming back to them comments. I'm coming back because we're gonna do our little benediction on the way out of here for episode 12. Okay. But before we leave, we do like to do a little affirmation. And that is, I travel toward the life I want, one destination at a time. You guys, we know how we pick things. We know how we choose things. The reality is, Tia got a destination of what she wants to complete and accomplish in this life. I have that. And we hope we inspire you to have the same. So I travel toward the life that I want and one destination at a time. Yeah, that's how you feeling, Tia, too?
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I feel it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
Tried so hard.
Hey, I'm ready to get my boots on the ground, child.
What it is, but them little gals love it because I like it. I
love it. I want some more of it.
Now, before we gonna do this with crispy bacon over here, okay? May the Lord watch.
May the Lord, come on.
Between me and thee, when we are absent one from another. You guys, this season has been amazing. It's been so great to see you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in the comments. We see y'all, we hear y'all. We can't wait to get our boots on the ground with our homegirl and our good friends this weekend. More importantly, we are looking forward to the travel that we got planned over the summer, and we can't wait to tell you all about it come season 3. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at Brenlin Dermia and Tia Takes the World to keep up with us over the summer break. So that's all I got for the people. What you got, Tia? That's it.
I ain't got none. I love y'all. We'll see y'all next season for the Takeoff. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye.
You're watching The Takeoff.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that you stay locked in for the next journey.
And if you're ready to turn your love for travel into a business, visit thetravelagentworkshop.com and use sponsor code
Take the World or Never Unpack,
and let one of us guide you on your travel entrepreneurship journey.
Until next time,
this has been The Takeoff.